he knows is gonna.
Ortiz was winning rounds.
Exactly. He was up 6-0. 6-0. Exactly.
Yeah. That right hand is something.
Wilder said, "I'm not trying to win rounds. I'm just trying to land this atomic bomb. And when I do, the fight will be over." His belief in the right hand, Joe, is just out of this world.
And then there's this side of it too. When we had Pacquiao Mayweather, it was on the shelf for too long by the time we were able to pull it down and enjoy it. These guys are in their absolute prime. They're undefeated heavyweight champions. They want it, and they want it now. And that is why I believe, and it's the heavyweight division. This, to me, will break every pay-per-view record. It'll be the most viewed fight in the modern era of boxing.
You can tell by people's faces in there. Look at Kriegel. Ain't nobody. Listen, this shit ain't gonna do no 2 million pay-per-view buys. Let's be real. I want the pay-per-view to succeed. I cover them all, I buy them all. Also, I have a question. We got to figure out like what's going to go on with the okay, we're going to talk about that later on in the video. But 2 million is pushing it. Now they're saying that they're not going to make it fucking $100. We're going to probably get it for $79.99. What we've been paying for PBC on Fox pay-per-views is $74.99. You know, they might even do it $89.99, but as it stands right now, it's supposed to be under $100. We don't know the official price yet. We got the tickets up there. Tickets, in my opinion, are a little bit expensive, but we're going to talk about that as well. 2 million pay-per-view buys is stretching it, especially when you look at the fact that the first fight did an estimated, right? An estimated. You know, I don't believe in pay-per-view numbers. I believe in the ballpark of pay-per-view numbers. So say, for example, if one person says it did 250, another person says it did 500, then I'm like, well, it did around 300. 350, some shit. You know, we'll never know the official fucking numbers. I don't believe in none of that shit no more, but it's a good barometer. You see what I'm saying? So, Wilder Ortiz 2 did around 275 estimated, and I don't use fucking Wikipedia as a source. I don't use Forbes as a source. Every now and then you got some jackass degenerates that come in here. Happy New Year, by the way. You got some jackass degenerates that come in here and say, "Oh, Mike, he's using more fucking Forbes as a real source of information, Mike. He's using motherfucking Wikipedia. Don't you know you can go in there and edit that shit, Mike?" Motherfuckers. Anyway, it's estimated that Wilder versus Fury did 325. I remember I did a video on that. Fury hasn't really done too much. Yes, he's got himself grounded here in the States, established a little bit, did some WWE shit. I watched it. I was actually doing a live stream of a weigh-in or a press conference. I had the WWE opened on another screen, but I didn't want to show no clips because I didn't want Guillermo. Don't you know Top Rank? The fucking head of digital content for Top Rank or former now work for WWE. Crazy shit. But anyway, he was pissed at me. So, moving on. Do you think that they can quadruple? What comes after 5? Quadruple some shit? You think they can do 5 times the pay, 4 times more the pay-per-view buys that they did the first time? With, they're saying, well, you know, we got ESPN and we got Fox both backing us. I mean, yeah, that's some big powerhouse shit. But even at this point in time, for example, where's Siri? Hey, Siri. Siri, you at? Damn it. Well, anyway, hold on. Okay, Google. How many days until February 22nd?
52 days.
So why don't I feel like, even as a hardcore fan right now, where is the big TV promotion? Boom. The rematch. Boom. Tyson Fury. Boom. Or Deontay Wilder first because he's the champ. Boom. Deontay Wilder. Boom. The rematch. Where's that shit at? Where's that shit? For a fight, if they're saying 2 million pay-per-view buys, me as a media member, I'm supposed to feel overwhelmed. Like, I'm supposed to feel like, oh shit, that shit 52 days away. Damn, I gotta start getting my promotion going. And y'all know I put out before fight night, I got 40, 50 videos out. Because I gotta cover whatever their crossover content is gonna be. I strongly feel that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder should be on other platforms with no issues of breaking the fourth wall. I'm going over to ESPN for this on their show. For example, we should get a PBC fight camp, Wilder versus Fury too. Just like we got PBC Fight Camp for fucking Spence versus Sean Porter, for Wilder versus Ortiz, for Spence versus Mikey Garcia, for Pacquiao versus Thurman. We need those. We need a PBC Countdown. We need Tyson Fury to appear on Inside PBC on Boxing. Like, if they're really going to cross fucking promotional platform this shit, then fucking do it all the way. I want to see a PBC face-to-face with Brian Campbell, with Wilder on one side and Tyson Fury on the other side. You see where I'm going with this? And Deontay Wilder, whatever ESPN want to do, because they are number one, then Deontay Wilder better be over there on Max Kellerman, all that shit. I want to see him talk about PBC fighters. I want to see him milking like, well, since this is fucking taking off and doing good, then we're going to make sure that we're going to try to bring you the biggest fights with PBC and ESPN crossing over Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Gervonta Tank Davis, Lomachenko. Like, this shit, like, okay, I'm a little untethered. Let me calm down. Let's take a little break, right? Happy New Year, by the way. Let's go look at some tickets. Let's go buy some virtual tickets. Y'all gonna get some tickets? Some coops? Y'all gonna try to call for some free tickets? Where y'all connections at? Y'all think this shit's gonna sell out? I'm talking about sell out. Not sell out all the tickets that's been like released. I'm talking about full sellout, no curtained off shit. Let's see here. Most expensive ticket, $8,000. Now, let me tell you something. For some reason, people seem to forget that these tickets be like comps and shit for like celebrities and fighters, Heyman fighters, ESPN fighters. Like, so if you get one of these tickets, you're going to get some shit like this for, it's not going to be worth your money. Like, all them stars and shit, motherfuckers that like Heyman, executives, all that, this is their seats. So how much is these shits up here where the people are going to be sitting? Let's see. $2,500? You going to pay that? You paying that? You got a nice little shot. You're going to be on TV. What about right here? What's this? What's this shit? What's this? What are these? These are red tag sale seats. 2,000? That's 2,000. Oh, there's another 2,000. Damn. Let me see. What if you just want to be in the building? What if you like in Vegas? Like, man, I just want to be up in the building, man. See what's up. And right here, so I can be next to the concession stands, get my snack. Damn, that's a stack. Oh no, y'all. Oh no, they gotta. What are they thinking? They don't get me wrong. Deontay Wilder's ticket sales are, booming a little bit. Not booming, but they're going up. I expect for a fight of this significant in magnitude for a lot of UK fans to be flying over. So this going to be y'all paying for that shit. That's what they waiting for. They waiting for y'all to stack y'all money up after the holidays. And then for y'all to start planning y'all holidays, because they know y'all got to plan y'all shit early. Y'all ain't going to be the walk-ups. Y'all may be out there getting drunk, but y'all ain't going to be the walk-ups. So these ticket prices ain't dropping no time soon. I'm expecting a good turnout, even though I feel like, these tickets, like, what the fuck? And Fury hasn't been doing good at Vegas with his tickets at all. But yeah, they tripping with this shit, though. Talking about some 2 million pay-per-view buys. Crazy.
Now we get this, and they're the best versions of themselves now.
Well, you have the most charismatic heavyweight in the world against, without question, the most powerful heavyweight in the world. I think also that the rematch between Ruiz and Joshua makes this even bigger. It's difficult to argue, at least for me, that either of those two guys could beat either of these two guys. Joshua outboxed a short, fat guy. Against Wilder, he'd get blitzkrieg. Against Fury, he'd get outboxed.
I tweeted after the first fight between Fury and Wilder that neither guy would want to go through that again or risk all of that again to face each other. I was wrong. The fight is happening. Deontay Wilder is as popular and as confident and as dangerous as he's ever been. Tyson Fury is as popular.
Let's do something I rarely ever do or never do. By the way, this is Tyson Fury's new trainer, Javon Sugar Hill Stewart. I've seen him so many times, and I would have never thought that Tyson Fury would have went with him, but I get it. You know, I like Ben Davison and everything, but I don't like all the jokey shit they was on in that camp. And Tyson Fury's father was sick of that shit too. Look up, when you get a chance, Google Tyson Fury's father, Ben Davison. Like, he ain't like that jokey shit either. Tyson Fury's got to be serious. You know, this shit ain't no fucking joke. And he better not be in there doing all that shit, ducking all low, get his ass caught. Like, he has all the tools to be able to outbox Deontay Wilder. This is what these guys have been building up for. I've been covering Tyson Fury for years and years and years and years and years. Illegal streaming Box Nation shows, shit like that. So to see him at this level, to finally like, oh shit, like he here now. When fucking Deontay Wilder was fighting Jason Gavern in the daytime, you know, on undercards and shit, getting ready for Bermain Stavern. I'm covering them joints. Watch. So to see them at this level, I'm like, whew, these motherfuckers, man, they made it. Right now, the number one heavyweight is the winner of this fight. I got Tyson Fury as the number one heavyweight. Why? Because I had Tyson Fury winning the first fight. Deontay Wilder, number 2. Anthony Joshua, number 3, because he's beat Andy Ruiz, number 4. Now, I didn't drop Andy Ruiz because he was just a unified champion. And Andy Ruiz was still dangerous in that second fight. And then, of course, you know, in fact, while we're here, I just got a chance to finish updating my rankings. The WBA, as of January 31st, 2019, Happy New Year once again, by the way, released their official rankings. So I went all the way down and updated these rankings. I only got to do the IBF now. So my rankings on my website, FightView360.com, the link right down below in the description box. Our podcast is coming in a week and a half. The call-in show coming in about a week and a half. I got all the way down to 122, you know, so I got to, you know, finish doing the rest. But anyway, my heavyweight rankings, everything is up to date. We update them every month, and I color code this shit so you can know what's going on. Deontay Wilder, WBC, Anthony Joshua, WBA, IBF, and WBO, Manuel Charr, WBA World, Joe Joyce, WBA Gold, Trevor Bryan, WBA Interim. Don't ask me about that shit. Kubrat Pulev, Alexander Usyk are mandatories. We are waiting for what's Anthony Joshua's going to do. Will he hold on to both of his belts? Eddie Hearn is doing his best to set up something that Anthony Joshua fights both of them in 2020, but it looks like he may have to drop one of those belts, likely the WBO, in which Joseph Parker and Alexander Usyk may be ordered to fight. But there's also some talks of Alexander Usyk and Derek Chisora not fighting for the belt. Now, people have been thinking that Derek Chisora can just jump the line and get a shot at the title. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You know, unless it's some old weird rule where the WBO, if Joshua drops the belt, they make him the champion because he was champion in the previous division, and he gets to fight Chisora, meaning Usyk, as a voluntary. It would have to be some weird shit. But how it works is it goes through a process of elimination. So basically, they would say it's supposed to be like, okay, well, Alexander Usyk, you have to fight Joseph Parker. If Parker turns it down, then they go to Kownacki. Then if Kownacki turns it down, then down the line, you see how it goes? Or at least that's how it's supposed to go. Dylan White has his Mando spot back, but he won't be getting his shot until 2021. That's crazy as shit. He might as well pursue another fight with Anthony Joshua. But when Anthony Joshua's got, you know, the good thing about his Joshua situation is the WBA, they want all the money they can get, so they ain't gonna never strip him. But it seems as though they would rather hold on to the IBF before the WBO. You know? But this is just my first video on the subject, man. We got a lot of videos to get out. I'm really interested, like I said earlier, in their TV schedule, like how they're going to put the content together. Also, how are they going to do it with the commentary? You know, how does it work? Will they do it as a joint broadcast? Will we get to choose to buy the ESPN or the Fox broadcast? Like, weird. We got a lot of questions. And I'm going to be getting to the bottom of those questions with doing something I've been promising for years, is getting some really important people on here to talk about all the stuff. Intellectual boxing shit. Because there's a lot of shit like we got to talk about, like with this fight. for example, all the money, the reason why something like this was easy to have was this fight was easy to make, because even though Fox and ESPN are their own networks, the money comes from the same place, Disney. So therefore it hits the same bottom line. So whoever the executive is above the sports and programming head executives of ESPN and Fox, they can't go to their boss and say, like, listen, we couldn't get it together because the side says the network. He gonna look like, yeah, what the fuck, make the fight. Fuck, money go to the same place. You see what I'm saying? So, oh no, man. I don't really see. We got to see how this plays out. We got some time. The holiday is over. I expect for next week us to have some more news and to see how they're going to start building this fight up around the NFL playoffs and the advertisements. I'm going to do my best to make sure we get those advertisements here on the channel. To make sure like we follow the buildup of the fight, especially since we've beat so many copyright battles in 2019, man. So, we got a clear run to be able to cover this shit the way we want to. People don't really understand the shit I have to go through behind the scenes to like get you guys some of this content. But anyway, no press tour. Seems as though the fighters are not going to face off in regards to, unless it's a show or something, until fight week, the final press conference, and then the weigh-in. I would have liked them to at least do. Come on, they could have did, New York and L.A. I think they could have did New York and L.A. to give us something, but also them not doing it adds a little bit of like mystique to it. Like, ooh, I can't wait to see, if fucking Tyson Fury don't be cringy again. But also it shows like they're serious. Like, all right, get in the motherfucking, ring. Get in the motherfucking training camp. We don't want no bullshitting around. And they're expecting for these guys' names and the platforms to sell itself. Like, because it's on ESPN and Fox. So right now we don't have enough details. I will put the ticket information down below in the description box. Also, we are looking for help again. I've cleared up a lot of money for the 2020 schedule. Thank God I had a lot of my legal fees for 2019, if you knew. But we cleared up a lot. So I'm in a process of the last few days. I've been in the crib. I didn't celebrate for the New Year's. I was in bed by like 10 p.m. last night. I've been like really tidying up the business, the brand. You may see me maneuvering some things on social media, on the channel. You may have seen me testing some things out. So that's where we at with it. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. And for those who've been asking what a video is at, yes, we're going back to the format of 15 to 30 videos a week. So that's going to be about 3 to 5 videos a day, 5 to 6 days a week, getting the previews, all that out. Because right now I have so many fights I got to talk about. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.